And this, my friend, is another example of a makeup don't. Please excuse me, मुझे time नहीं लगा, otherwise I would have watched it. I want to cry. I can't help it. Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? If you're watching me for the first time, hi, my name is Vani and I'm a content creator on Instagram and YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. With that, hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever a new video is up. So for today's video, I'll be sharing a full face of makeup do's and don'ts. So before we get into the makeup, just wanted to let you guys know that makeup is a form of art and it comes with years of practice and learning. So in case you're a beginner and you're just trying out your hands with makeup, this video is going to be really useful. So yeah, that's it about the intro. Without wasting any more time, let's begin. So like I start with my makeup, I'm just gonna tell you that that's practically my good side, is gonna be my doo-doo, and this one, which is more of a bitchy side, is gonna be the bad one. Okay, so the very first step before you start with any kind of makeup should be to moisturize your skin. Just promise yourself that you would never ever skip on a moisturizer before you do your makeup. So today I'm going to be using this cream, which is actually my mother's. I actually stole it from her vanity. This is given to her by one of her friends, which has her own brand, and hence the packaging is not there because she's maybe kind of saving up a little bit on the packaging. I don't know. I'm gonna mention the name in the description box. Anyways, this cream is aloe infused and it smells heavenly. This has a very soft, moussey consistency. Rub it in between my fingers so that it gets warm. This technique basically helps the product to get deep into your skin. I'll just tap it nicely on my right side, which will be your left side. The next step has to be to prime your face, and I'm going to be using the Nykaa Prep Me Up Face Primer. Girls, in case you're not priming your face, you should immediately start that, because to not prime is a crime. I'm going to take a very tiny bit of it and again apply it on the right side of mine. Pro tip, always dab your primer into your skin and concentrate it on your problematic areas wherein you have a lot of texture, a lot of pores. So by right side, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofoucs foundation in the shade Golden Beige. So when it comes to foundation, it shouldn't only be the shade that you should be looking for, but also the kind of foundation which will suit your skin. Let's say I am an oily skin type, I'll go for a matte foundation. If I am a combination skin type, I think both of the foundations will suit me. If I'm extremely oily, a super or a proper matte foundation will suit me. If I'm on the drier side, a luminous dewy foundation is gonna go with my skin. So that's exactly how you get to know what kind of foundation is gonna suit you. Not just the shade, but also the consistency. You should be always looking for the kind of foundation. And another tip, you can always check for the ingredients behind, and you're gonna get to know if it's like a water-based foundation or a silicone-based foundation or an oil-based foundation. So we're done on this side. For my left side, I actually did not have a foundation which does not go with my skin tone. Rather, I have this BB cream which is like 2 to 3 shades darker than my actual skin tone. So I'm going to be using this. And this one's from Nykaa. This is the Nykaa SkinGenius BB cream foundation. I'm going to take this much of the foundation. I know this is enough for the whole of my face, but back when I started doing makeup, I used to take this much amount of the foundation, which is like years back. Start applying it on my bare face. Do you see that? Bro. I don't know why, but for some reason this translates to orange on my skin. Can you guys see that? It's not even blending. Given that I did not go for any moisturizer or a primer, I can't help it. For the concealer now, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer in the shade Medium. Coming to my right side first, I'm going to apply a little bit on the inner corner and on the outer corner, on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and a very tiny bit on the chin. And we're also going to reverse contour. Okay, so I have seen a lot of people go crazy with their under eye concealer, and that should be like this. I have no idea as to how they blend it. A lot of on the bridge of my nose, okay, a lot of on my cupid's bow. They go crazy with their concealer, okay, a lot of on my chin. So this is exactly how a lot of people do their concealer. So I'm going to first blend my right side. You see how beautiful uplifted effect this trick gives to your eye. Going to the danger side, I have no idea how will I be blending this. यहाँ पे तो देखो कुछ blend हो ही नहीं रहा है, nothing's working. So I have the least amount of expectations for this side. So moving on next to the powder, I'm going to be using the Sugar PowderPlay Banana Compact and use the same sponge that it comes with. First, coming to the good side, I basically set only my concealed areas with the powder and not the whole of my face. Coming to this side, I'm going to take lots of it because baking. Okay, so till the time my bake is getting ready, we're gonna contour, and for that I'll be using the Pack Take Cover Concealer in the shade Desert Suede. Dot it on the hollows of my cheeks, on my jawline, and a very little bit on my forehead. Coming to this side, I will go crazy because that's what the idea behind contouring is, right? And lots, and some more. I'll first blend my right side. So I've told you like a gazillion times already, you should be very careful with cream contours and should always blend them in the opposite direction. If it's like here, you should always blend it into your hairline, and this should be done downwards. I have no idea how am I going to be blending this, but let's see. Now this, I'm going to blend it in the opposite direction. You see? Do you see that? It just makes your contour look really droopy. I am just torturing my own self right now. So far so good, so far so bad. Anyway, moving on to the blush, I'll be using my all-time favorite Kiko Milano Smart Color Blush in the shade number 06. Okay, so this is completely your call where you want to apply your blush, be it on the apple of your cheek or on the cheekbone. I personally love applying it on my cheekbones because it makes my face look more structured. Always start with applying it on your cheeks and blend it in a way so that it looks sort of diffused into your hairline. A little bit on my nose, on my chin. Coming to this side, I'll take lots of it because I've seen a lot of girls doing this. I used to be the one doing this too. I'm gonna apply it like this, because people do that. I don't know why, but people do have this misconception that blush is supposed to be concentrated on this one particular area and not like diffuse like I did on this side of mine. So yeah, this is the kind of heavy blush we shouldn't be going for. It should be really soft and diffused like this. Moving on to my brows, I'll be using the Sugar Arch Arrival Brow Definer in the shade Felix Onyx. First, wiggle my brow hair with a spoolie just to ensure there are no clumps or knots of hair. And now I'm gonna give very light feathery strokes. Coming to this side, I'm not gonna run my spoolie because I'm a pro. And now I am gonna overdraw my brows. Overdrawing your eyebrows is the biggest mistake that you are doing ever. I am completely aware that a lot of you dread making eyebrows. Just like I used to, I did not used to make my eyebrows for the longest possible time. My eyebrows banati hi nahi thi. I used to watch a lot of tutorials to see कि कैसे बनती हैं. And once I got a hold of it, I was pretty much okay with making my brows. Lekin the biggest mistake one can do is to buy a black eyebrow pencil. Okay, you should never go for a black color eyebrow pencil. No matter how dark, how prominent your eyebrows are, always go for ashy brown, ashy gray sort of a color. So that really helps. So for the eyeshadow, you should always ensure that your eyelids are prepped up nicely. Use the same concealer and blend it on my eyelids. Concealing your eyelids is really important because it helps with cancelling out all the darkness happening on your eyelids. Especially with Indian skin tones, we do tend to have much darker eyelids as compared to our complexion. I'm gonna use the same compact powder to set my concealer. Coming to the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild ColorIcon Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette, and I'll pick this shade first. For transition, you should always go for a shade that is closest to your skin color, and I'll place it above my crease. Blend this color really nicely so that it doesn't look patchy. Next, to deepen up the crease, I'm going to be using this burnt orange shade. Apply it on my crease. Next, I'm going to go with this shade on my outer corners. Very lightly stamp it on the outer corner of my eyes. And next, I'm going to go with this metallic shade right here and apply it all over my eyelids. Another thing, always make sure that you are going for the metallic shade or whatever your eyelid shade is within your eyeball socket. Coming to my left side, I'll be going directly with this pink shade from the palette, and I'll apply it on my eyes. Nothing like transition shade, crease, outer corner, no. It's not even blending. Somehow I look like a drag queen. Anyway, we're gonna go with the shimmery shade on the eyelid because, you know, we'll not dab off the excess. Okay, so this is exactly how my eyes used to look 4 to 5 years back. I used to watch these makeup tutorials and see bloggers acing the dark eyeshadows, and used to wonder how nicely are they blending in the dark eyeshadows, not knowing the concept of transition. Yes, I'll quickly show how we should be doing eyeliner with such a look. So I personally like my eyeliners to be matte, but in case you're into glossy eyeliners, by all means please go ahead and use them. So on my left side, I will be creating a thick thick wing. Somehow my eyeliner looks really nice on this side. I'll be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. And with putting a lot of pressure, I'll apply it on my right side's upper and lower lashes. This side, I'll just do it. I'll just do it for the sake of doing. Alright, so there was nothing major for the inner and outer corner highlight, so I just did it off camera. Moving on to the highlighter, I'll be using the Sugar Highlighter palette in the shade Glow Genius. And I'm going to take this first shade right here. For this side, I will apply it on my cheekbones. And not just apply it or like strip it, but blend it nicely so that it doesn't look patchy, and very lightly bring it here as well on my cheeks so that you have this beautiful glow going on. I'll also bring it on my forehead like that. Apply it right on this area above my brow. Just don't be under this misconception that you're not at all blending your highlighters. You have to blend in your highlighter just like you blend in your foundation. Now I'll just apply it once. Coming to the forehead, I'll apply it right on the center of my forehead, right here, and not where I highlighted earlier. So this is one thing that I used to do earlier. This just makes your forehead appear bigger when the light hits. So there's no point of contouring, bronzing your forehead. You see how patchy all of this looks and how blended and seamless this side looks. And now I'm gonna line my lips using the Glamm Lit Matte Lip Liner in the shade Basics. This is basically a nude lip liner. So for my right side, I'm gonna overdraw my lips right from where they start. And for my left side, I'm gonna overdraw them right from the start till the very end. Something like this. And same I'm gonna do on our lower lip. Overdraw, because that's what makes your lips look pouty. For the lip shade, I'm going to be using my favorite L'Oreal Paris Rouge Signature Matte lipstick in the shade I Explore. And now we're going to set our makeup using a setting mist, and this one's from Smashbox. So I'm going to set this the right side of my face and not this one, because you know I'll try not to set this side. So we're not gonna set this side of our face because we did not used to back then. And in case you're not setting your face with a setting mist, please do that, please. Not just sets your makeup stay put, but also brings in your makeup together and removes all the powderiness that's happening. Alright you guys, with that we come towards the end of this video. I hope you all found this useful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would mean the absolute world to me. And follow me on my Instagram to stay updated. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!